Hey guys, Keith here. I may have cracked the code, found the secret recipe on how to pick up women over 50, okay? Or over 40, whichever. I'm 60, so 40's a little, but hey, if they're into that, that's okay. It doesn't matter. So this is kind of for you men a little bit, but hey, you ladies can listen in too because this might help you out too. I This is no, I'm not making this up. I went to look for a job. I was just looking for a job. I've put in a few resumes, um, and I was searching for a job in my particular area of expertise. Okay, been in banking. I started in banking when I was 20 years old. So I was in banking, and I got into software. Where we put in software for banks, so the bank, the software that runs a bank and does all your, bank statements and ATM and everything. So I was doing that. So I was looking for that, and I'm not sure how this particular job came up. Okay, but uh, I I said it's a good way to pick up chicks, and I realized the pun there after I said it. But there's actually a job, I kid you not, on Indeed for the Easter Bunny. Okay, yeah, for the Easter Bunny. Yes, I said that right. And I know it's getting close to Easter. I get that. I just didn't realize that was a job. And I seen like one of them was like paying $16 an hour or something to be the Easter Bunny. And I was like, why did this come up? I didn't even know it was a thing. I just assumed you know, somebody just dressed up because they had nothing else to do. You know, and some family member that they talked into doing it. And that's how it worked. I don't know, but it's like I got all these questions. It's like how old do you got to be the Easter? Am I too old to be the Easter Bunny? I don't know. As I figure you gotta be light on your feet and hop around a lot. I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing. And so do the bunny hop, do a little dance, that kind of thing. I don't know, but and then I got thinking, benefits. Like if they offer benefits, like 401k, they'll probably recommend that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, things like that. And I know it was a lame dad joke, but hey, I don't care. It was kind of funny. It was sort of funny. You got to admit, it was kind of funny. Um, but yeah, I just got to thinking, of what's the requirements here? I mean, what's got to go happen here? And then it just led to whole lot of things because I'm thinking, if you went out with somebody, right, and you're sitting at, let's say IHOP, okay, since you're the Easter Bunny, you're sitting at IHOP, first date, right? You're sitting across from a beautiful lady, and she asks the question she's going to ask if she hadn't already. What do you do for a living? And you're like, well, I work with people. I'm a people person. You Okay, so like sales? Well, not really sales. I work with children. So I'm working, that kind of thing. Oh, so you're like a teacher? You're like no, no, not really. No, not really a teacher. More like the I'm. Oh, you the principal? Or are you the no, no, not the principal. And so you just finally you just I'm assuming if you're Easter Bunny, you probably have your costume with you all the time. I don't know, but anyway, you just put the head on while she's sitting there, because it's hard to explain that you're the Easter Bunny, and you're going to get a funny look anyway, and probably just like nothing. She's not going to say anything. She's just going to be like, you know. So you put the head on, right, with the whiskers and the ears, and just sit there and stare at her just for a few seconds, and then when you take it off, she's not there anymore. So you're eating by yourself. The good news is, you only got to pay for one meal, but bad news, yeah. I just don't know how you're going to sell that it's like, man, that's going to be hard to. I know that the video was implying that this is how to pick up chicks, but different kind of chicks here. I think I don't think women's. I just don't think women's going to go for that. And then even if they do go out with you, or they stay with you the whole time. Let's say for the whole date. The next day, you know, their girlfriends. They're getting a cup of coffee, and their girlfriend's gonna be like, "Well, so how'd it go? How was the day? What's he like? What's he like?" He's nice. He's kind of funny. What's he do? What's he do for a living? He works with people. He's a people person. Oh, sales? He's children. He was a teacher. Just he's he's the he's the Easter Bunny. Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what? He's the Easter Bunny. Yeah, and they're like, a 60-year-old man's the Easter Bunny. What? What Santa Claus was taken? What? I mean, I don't know. It's funny to me, and I know there's got to be jobs, I guess, out there for Santa Claus and for the Easter Bunny. I just didn't think of it. There's one out there for the Easter Bunny's helper. Easter Bunny's got an assistant now. I never had an assistant myself in any job and I needed one a few times. But the Easter Bunny's got what's he need an assistant for? I mean, I can't get all these eggs. Can you grab some of those? I can't. They're all over the place here. I don't know. I can't even find all of them. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy to me. So I'm trying to find a job, not to impress the chicks necessarily, but to make money more than anything. But at the same time, I'd like to be able to say what my job is without, her, getting up and leaving the table and going, I gotta freshen up. I'll be right back. And then she doesn't come back ever. You know what I mean? She changes her number, moves to another state. You never see her again. So I don't know. Some of y'all might be proud to date the Easter Bunny. Let me know in the comments if you would be proud to date the Easter Bunny. But it just seems like it's one of them things that if you got to tell Mama what he does for a living, I mean, my mama's she's so critical of everybody and everything. Every woman, she can't find anything good about anybody hardly. Any woman girl I've ever dated or talked to or ever said anything about, she's got something to say about them. And so I can't imagine if I told her, she's the Easter Bunny, part time, you know. And so I can just hear her comments on that. But so I could see, a lady, you're dating a lady, and she's got to tell her mama or her family or daddy, oh my gosh, her daddy, what her new boyfriend does for a living. He's not going to be excited about that, Especially he's 60 years old. I was like, really? That's all he could get? I mean, how much expertise do you have to have? I mean, you don't need a degree for the Easter Bunny, do you? I mean, I would think he would have a little more qualifications at 60 years old to be something other than the Easter Bunny. But anyway, I don't know. And, and then if she brings you home, oh boy, I can just, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes for sure, in his paws or whatever you call, I don't know, bunny feet, I don't know. Rabbit's foot. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, you got that going for you. You got the rabbit's foot, some lucky stuff maybe going on, helping you out there with a little luck. But anyway, the Lord, I don't know. But anyway, I'm still looking for a job, just so you know. I didn't take the Easter Bunny job, didn't even apply. I'm afraid. Here's the bad thing. I would be even more embarrassed if I applied and didn't get it. Because I did apply for a few jobs and I didn't get any of them. I got turned down for all of them. But I can't imagine being turned down for the Easter Bunny. I mean, that's when you just go, I'm giving up on life. I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm just not even going to try. But anyway, I hope you're all having a good night tonight. And even though this wasn't a real serious thing here, but I am still looking for a job. So if you know anything out there other than the Easter Bunny, and I don't know how to be at Santa Claus, but that suit looks hot. Ooh, it looks hot. Anyway, but let me know, and let me know if you date the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus, either one. I don't know. And is there any other? I don't know if there's any other characters you could date that are holiday. The Tooth Fairy. He's not really a holiday thing. Anyway, but all right, that's all I got for tonight. I'm just I don't know. I haven't been drinking or anything either, but I just in a silly mood, I guess. And I hope you're in a silly mood as well. I hope you're having a great night. If you could give us a thumbs up on this, subscribe to us. If you ever want to see anything like this again, you may like, no, I haven't even got this far. I already clicked off of it. But anyway, I hope you're still with me. And if you're not, that's okay too. But if you are, I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks.